I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully. But disrespectfully is disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans. Poor little bro, them. And I'm gonna tell them why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus. The other state. And of course, as always, I'm upset.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
That's how I feel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. By the way, hit the like button if you haven't already. Share this with your friends and family on social media. Read it right there. Let's start right here. Michigan gets smacked 93-73 on Senior Day, ladies and gentlemen, by none other than Illinois. How y'all feel about that? Y'all good with that? Illinois. I remember a couple weeks ago, maybe it was last week, the week before, whatever it was, Dusty May, who is an excellent basketball coach, who I am very happy to have at Michigan, received a contract extension, and everybody was happy. I posed a simple question on Twitter, or the app formerly known as Twitter. I said, what has Dusty May done to deserve this raise? And everybody went crazy. Everybody ballistic. Marmar was in there. Oh, Dusty May, blah, 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 blah. TJ Ronan, everybody's favorite, TJ Ronan. Oh, Dusty May absolutely deserves this, blah, 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 blah. Everybody came for my neck. They was here on my neck because how dare you pose a question about our Lord and Savior Dusty May. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Dusty May is a good basketball coach. So I've already given him that credit. I am happy that he is in A2. That said, he's not beyond reproach. All right. And Michigan is light years ahead of where they were the previous 2 seasons and maybe where they would be. Forget the maybe. Let's take maybe out of it. And where they would be today if they had continued on the same path that they were. Right? No question about it. He has upgraded the talent in a short period of time. He attacked that transfer portal. He upgraded the talent level. He has upgraded the consciousness even, right? Just the X's and O's of basketball. This looks like a better machine than it was a year ago, right? No doubt about it. However, and there is a however here, people. What has he done to earn an extension on a contract that he isn't even the whole year through? He hasn't finished one complete coaching year, one complete coaching season, and he got an extension this season. It wasn't like he was undefeated at the time that he got that extension. It wasn't like he had beaten all the top 25 teams he played before he got that extension, because that's not the truth. In fact, I think they may have a losing record against the top 25. Somebody fact check that. What has he done to earn an extension? That being said, hold on to it. Let's get back to this game. 93-73 at home in front of your home fans. A tough place to play, as they were saying on the TV. And you get ran out the gym by Illinois. All right. Illinois, year over year, they're a decent team, right? They've had some great teams even, but this isn't one of those great teams. And they ran you out the gym on Senior Day. By the way, you picked this day as Senior Day in an attempt to get an easier win, because your next home game is against number 16 Maryland, which might be a little tougher than Illinois. And hopefully they aren't, because that would be another loss. But Illinois comes into the building, runs laps around everybody except for Vlad Golden, who's the only player on Michigan who appeared to play basketball today. And you got mollywopped at the crib on Senior Day. All of those things. Jace Howard. Shout out to Jace Howard. Senior Day. He's a senior. He comes out with his mother, his grandmother, I believe, and the former head coach of the Michigan Wolverine basketball team, men's basketball team, and of course a Michigan legend in his own right, a member of the Fab Five, Juwan Howard. They come out senior day, everybody's hugs and laughter. He's taking a picture with Dusty May, the man who took his job, rightfully so, by the way, and all of that. And then Jace Howard takes his customary seat way at the end of that bench. Dusty May needs binoculars to find Jace Howard. Is Jace down there? Jace? He confusing Jace with the water boy. He's so far down the damn bench, but I'm not here to lobby for Jace to get minutes that he doesn't deserve. I'm just saying that that's how far down the bench Jace Howard is. And either way, you go out there and this is the product that you put on the court, the product that was on television, right? People saw this game, not just Wolverine and Illini fans. This was a nationwide televised game that you went out there and laid that sort of egg on your face. And let me get to it, because I know, by the way, this is a call-in show. This is you guys' show, because I could be up here blowing hot air. I want to get y'all's perspective. What do you think? Are you a Dusty May believer too? I am, by the way. I want to make my position very clear. I don't want anybody to misconstrue my position. I like Dusty May. I want Dusty May to be Michigan's basketball coach. I just question whether or not Dusty May did anything, and I do mean anything, that would earn him the right to get an extension, not even one full season in. Shout out to my guy West Quad. Was good, my
what up, though?
What up, though? And of course, my dude Burks.
What's up, man?
How you feeling, Burks? I know you are not happy about what happened out there today.
Bro, I'm like terrified. This was the game that I wanted us to win. Please, we lost 9 years in a row. My brother went to University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. He's in Illini. So annoying he is, man. And it's just so frustrating, man. Like, this was the game that I wanted to win. Right. Really, I really wanted to, because we've not beaten them since 2019 in January. Right. And it's just frustrating, man. Frustrating.
Absolutely. West Quad, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm not gonna even lie, y'all. I watch this team, but sometimes I don't like watching this team. But sometimes, like, I ain't gonna hold you. I'll just skip the game and be waiting for the recap, bro, because I know it's gonna end up being some bullshit like this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't watch this team faithfully. I'll say that. I can't lie.
And it is, and bro, that's sad that that's what it has become, but it is that. Michigan never been a powerful basketball program. I mean, that's up for debate whether or not Michigan has been Duke or whatever, right? I'm not going to say that. They've never been North Carolina. They've never been Duke or Kansas, any of that. But Michigan has had eras in there, right, where they've been an elite basketball team. Black Hat, how you feeling?
I'm all right. I just got home from the job. I just saw the score. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, man. It was not pretty on senior night. I don't even
watch college basketball like that. But I was
like, Jesus. It was pretty gross, bro. Timothy Redmond, first time up, I believe. Timothy, how you feeling?
Hello, what's up?
Not much, man. How are you feeling? Shout out to Timothy. How you feeling about this game today? Did you watch it? How you feeling?
This feels like the Purdue game all over again.
Yeah. And speaking of Purdue, and I'm glad everybody's here.
Not the second game, the first one when they went on the road.
Oh yeah, and got smacked. Absolutely. No, I know exactly what you're speaking of. Here's the thing, man. This is Dusty May against top 25 teams this season. All right. And I don't want to mess this up. He beat Xavier. He beats Wisconsin. Good. He turns around, loses to Oklahoma. All right, that's okay. You know, whatever. Gets smacked, ran out the gym at Purdue. All right, let's keep that in mind. Loses a big lead against Michigan State. That's what the record is against top 25 teams, at least top 25 teams right now. And he did beat Purdue too. I'm sorry, I don't want to leave that out. They faced Purdue again. He got that win, but Michigan hasn't had a double-digit victory since I got to go back to Washington. All right. Michigan's last double-digit victory was against the Washington Huskies, ladies and gentlemen, who at that time were 1-5 in Big Ten play. But I give the floor back to you guys.
I'm willing to give them a pass on the Oklahoma loss.
Yeah.
I think that was a bullshit call on that 3-point play.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, he get a pass for that one. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, bro. Like we when we win, we can barely win, and when we lose, we get ran out the fucking gym. It's starting to get ugly. Like I don't want to see no more Purdue or Illinois losses, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest problem, right? Like, and even the Michigan State one, it grew to a double-digit loss when they were up big, right? They were up big in that game, and then lost by double digits eventually. But I got to give them some credit. I don't want to just be a Debbie Downer, right? Coming into that Michigan State game, they won 6 straight, and then after that, they won their previous 2 before today. But I think it's all by like a combined like 15 points pretty much in those that 8 games that they won out of 10. The last 10 they're 8-2, and they probably are negative if we add the losses. They are in a deficit. But
what up though?
What up,
what up,
though?
How you feeling, sir?
Man, hey, listen, it is what it is, man. Hey, we shouldn't complain because compared to where we was at last year at this time, I'm satisfied. You know, we at the top of the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? We at the top of the Big Ten. He threw these 11 transfers together. I mean, we weren't even supposed to take this step this year. So that's just how I look at it, man. It is what it is. My Duke boys got Illinois last weekend, so I ain't even worried about it.
Bro, you cannot mention Duke up here on this Michigan channel, bro. I am so disappointed that you have somehow become a Duke fan.
But I've been a Duke fan for a long time.
And he got
it's all right, though. It's love.
What do you do when they play each other?
Hey, whoever wins, bro.
Nigga said,
that's what it is.
He said no matter what, Mar wins.
Hey, I get a W. You feel me? That's just that's just like when my Tigers and the Red Sox play. I'll be like, whoever wins. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Shout out to my guy Mello in the chat. Speaking of Mello, hold on, guys, because we got to take care of some business real quick.
Go ahead.
Mello, I did a video earlier this week. A young lady on your channel, sir, TG, she goes by, says that Michigan, the one in Ann Arbor, right? The football team with the most wins all time in college football is not a blue blood, sir. Tell us how you feel about that. And the answer to this question might be detrimental to your patronizing the channel. Let us know. All right.
Hey, hold up, bro. First of all, we don't even entertain them kind of shenanigans,
bro.
People just say shit just to say shit, and like, why don't even entertain that type of tomfoolery,
bro. Complete utter nonsense.
I was like, what are you saying? What are you talking about, ma'am?
What? And look, shout out to TG. No, bro.
Like, words have meaning, bro. Like, we can't just be saying anything.
What's up, Black Hat?
What up, Marmar?
Yeah, man. Okay, so look, Marmar, I agree with you, right? And I want to make my position clear on Dusty May. Like, I am happy to have Dusty May. All right.
Facts.
I think Dusty May is good for Michigan basketball, all of that. I think the team, I mentioned this to start the video, the team is in a much better place than they were the previous 2 seasons, and that they would have been had we carried on with the same Exactly. And shout out to Juwan Howard again, who's a Michigan legend. All right, that said,
He showed up. He was at the game today.
Yeah. I brought
That's why
that
we
up.
got blew
I brought
out.
that up. How he was here for senior day, and then his son was so far at the end of the bench. But that's neither here nor there.
Nah, that's why we lost. The
Yo,
aura was there.
Juwan brought that funk back.
Yo, but hold on. So all of that said, what I have a problem with, and I mentioned this, that when I said this on Twitter, people like you, Mar, came for my head. Why is Dusty May getting an extension for this season that he hasn't even completed?
Because I told you why. Because the word out of Indiana, they were going to prepare a package so good that Michigan was going to have to counter twice as much to keep Dusty May. So they capitalized on it now, so they didn't have to worry about it during the off season. So that's why that happened. So I'd rather that happen now than we'll get to that, Mello. We'll be on that topic.
Definitely gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But that's why they did that. That's why Ward Manuel kept him.
Bro, I don't want to hear about Jace Howard or these guys.
But no, that's why A.D. Herman did it, because if he didn't do it, because how Dusty May tried to sidestep it and try to be all professional about it.
He was doing a good job.
Yeah. But deep down, he an Indiana person. That's where his family's at. Okay. That's where he coached under Bob Knight. So
Black Hat, West Quad, Burks. Then answer me this: if deep down he wants to be in Indiana and not at Michigan, what do you think him getting this extension is going to change what is in his heart? Number one, and then number two, does Michigan get the best out of Dusty May in that situation?
We got to see what his players look like, what his players coming in, because like I said, he had to hurry up and get these players in here and, gel them together real quick. But let's see what he can do in a couple years of getting his players, just like John Beeline did. You see how that worked out. We were consistent. We lost games, that we shouldn't have lost, but that's just part of the college basketball world. And until you get to March Madness, that's where it really happens at. And I think Michigan will be a mismatch problem and up to the Sweet 16 with that the way they use the 7-footers in the tournament. It just depends on the draw we get. You know what I'm saying? So I think we'll be all right. I think he'll do good. This season probably will end in the second or Sweet 16 of the tournament. But at least we made it there. We wasn't there the last 2 years. So I'm just glad that we going to the tourney.
No doubt. West Quad, same question to you.
I personally feel like this might be a hardball situation where we're delaying the inevitable, where he has his heart set on a certain other goal that we might. I mean, we can't be fucking Indiana. No matter how hard we try, it's just we're Michigan.
Yeah, facts.
But I want to just say this, bro. This team, I'm watching again because last year I stopped watching, and that's tough for me to do. But we also at a place where there's certain games I don't like. That Purdue game, bro. I don't turn off Michigan sports. I turn that shit off. When you a diehard and they make you turn it off, it's like, bro, what is this? But like Mama said, I'm glad we back in the picture. And I don't know as far as keeping them. I know we're gonna be able to keep them forever, but I'm just glad we got a good coach for now. I'll say that.
Yeah, this for now, bro.
No doubt.
Let's ride this coattail for a minute and see where it go. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Black Hat, jumped on the train in the war zone.
Black Hat, how you feeling?
I'm not really a college basketball guy.
Okay.
I'm on college football. I'll say that.
Right, and we're gonna talk some football here in a second too.
Hey, Black Hat, you gotta watch some hoops. It's lovely.
I used to watch NBA, but the NBA's gotten so bad.
Oh,
Man,
man.
hey, hold on. Let me piggyback off of that real quick. Hey, listen. Like I was telling Mays the other night, I said I watched the Phoenix and the Grizzlies. The score was 142 to 148. Where is the defense at these days?
That's
Yeah.
what I was
Uh,
asking.
and then in the Cleveland game, in the Boston game the other night, you had Mitchell with 41, Brown with 37, and then Tatum with 46. What the fuck?
Hey, Jason Tatum should have been talking shit. He got a little bit
No,
ahead.
I'm saying though, like, when has anybody been like that in the same game though, bro? Like, where's the defense? It's like they cross you over and then you just move out of the way and then boom, layup.
Bro, it's
Three.
beyond the defense though. The product itself is kind of gross now because it's just a open layup or 3-point shot. You know what I mean?
They,
Like
they
there's
play
no
like
more
it's 2K, bro. They
no
play like
more
it's a
mid
real game
range,
of 2K.
no more big man post up, none of that.
No
It's
more
just
dunks.
exactly, bro.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross. Burks, how do you feel about Dusty May getting this extension, and then we'll move on.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah,
early,
Kobe,
but
man.
I guess like he had to if they're trying to fight Indiana, like what Marmar said. But I just want to
Right.
say too, that
Right.
I'm just grateful for like we're actually going to the tournament because last year was the worst Michigan basketball season, right?
Ever.
Bro.
Yeah, ever. So
Hey,
people
We
don't
had a
8 and 30.
understand
Kobe
that.
season, bro. 8-24, bro.
Yeah, it was
That's
the shittiest
crazy.
one ever. It was dog shit. And I just want to say too that I'm so pissed we lost to U of I. Like you don't understand, Maze Madman, how shit of a campus like Illinois is. Like it is so shit the campus that my brother had to smoke weed every day so he would not be depressed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, I'm not
It
gonna
was
lie,
that
bro.
shit of a
You can
Hey,
kind
so
of
we
tell
got.
from the TV shot.
Do you think they were looking ahead to Maryland?
I mean it's possible, but no, I don't, bro. They barely beat Rutgers. They barely beat
Right.
Nebraska.
This not a
You know
look
what I mean?
ahead
They
type
can't
team.
afford to look ahead.
Yeah, this ain't a look ahead type.
They're gonna get their
team.
ass kicked by Maryland. Trust me.
Yeah, this is like Westcott said, bro. This ain't the type of team that can afford to look ahead, bro.
Yeah.
What we looking ahead to another? I don't know.
Right.
Listen, I think again, I don't want to make light of Dusty May and this basketball team that is head and shoulders better than they were the last couple of seasons, and it's kind of paper mache together. From the transfer portal. So I get all of that. I didn't expect them to come out here, win the national championship, win the NCAA tournament year one. A nice looking puppy has joined us. What's her name, Marmar?
Yuma.
Like 310 to Yuma.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
Marmar.
I'm not gonna put too much on Dusty May on that in terms of that. It's just the extension that bothered me the most. But let's move on, gentlemen, because we do have some things to talk about. All right. Mello is here. I brought up the fact that somebody on his channel said that Michigan is not a blue blood. Michigan football, not a blue blood program. The team with the most wins in the history of college football, somehow not a blue blood. The team that was first to 1,000 wins. I'm gonna let you cook first on this, West Quad.
Bro,
Give me your thoughts.
I mean, there's no, like I said, bro. I don't entertain foolishness, bro. Like that's
Right.
You can fuck out of. That's like saying Kansas ain't a blue blood in basketball. It might have been a while since Kansas won a national championship. It ain't even
They
been a
just
while
won
since we won a
2
national
years back.
championship.
Right.
They won 2 years back, Kansas.
Yeah, like, bro,
Yeah.
it's just, bro. I'm not about to. I'm gonna let y'all can have this one. Like I'm not gonna entertain.
No doubt.
This type
Black
of
Cat.
goddamn.
Black Cat. What are your thoughts?
No, we ain't a blue blood. We a maize blood.
Oh my
I got this. So my thing
Period.
is, Michigan's been around longer. Michigan football has been around longer than Ohio State football.
Mm-hmm.
Want to break it down? Ohio State football wouldn't be a blue blood without Michigan because your identity has
Fact.
been around beating Michigan.
Fact.
Like I watched that Michigan Ohio State documentary so many times, bro. It's not even funny.
Right.
And like I said, in everything you guys have always been about, it's always been about beat Michigan. Your identity, your culture, everything. You cross out N's every year, the week of the game.
Exactly. And now all of a sudden,
hey, can I add to that too? What you just said, Black Hat?
Yeah.
About the crossing out the M's?
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, what adult do that? Like,
adults in Ohio.
Hey, no, hold on though. Like morally, like who really thought that was a? I should have said orally because I had to cross out the M.
It was probably some kid. Probably some drunk ass kid. Also,
hold on, Maze, listen, I forgot to cross out the M in morally because
also, the whole gold pants tradition. It's about you guys beating us.
Exactly.
You be Ohio State without us.
Exactly.
Hey, no, wait.
And our pants ain't even gold though. Our pants ain't even gold.
Bro, that's part of the reason why Harbaugh brought out those blues. But bro, the wild thing is they always miss a fucking M. Like, bro, are y'all retarded? Like, I'm not gonna say y'all retarded.
Exactly. No, like,
it's real. You, always
they remedial.
Like, bro, y'all are so dumb.
Nah, you gotta say you gotta cross out the M's.
I'm saying if
you gotta cross out the M and dumb.
This one.
No, listen, bro. I'm not in my feelings. I did think that was an absurd take, and I think it's crazy that your channel supports absurdness like that. That was crazy. To even come out of her mouth, fix her mouth to say. By the way, I was just in there showing love too. I was in there showing love, doing what I do. Of course, I was representing Michigan, but I was, saluting the people, shaking hands, kissing babies in an Ohio State chat, by the way. And then she says that ridiculousness. That's crazy talk, and she should be on a 2-week ban because of it. You should ban her for at least 2 weeks because of nonsense like that.
That's
the Ohio crack eyes.
This is why you don't skip. This is why you don't pick and choose history, because you don't know the history of the whole Spike rivalry.
Black Hat. And nobody picks and chooses history like Ohio State fans. Even my good friend Mello, who I am in a chat with, who is always serving us up with some Ohio State propaganda, and it's always timeline based. He's like, okay, from this time to this time, we were winning. All right. And that's cool. Like, cool, bro. But when we then say, but we got the wreck, we beat y'all more times than y'all beat us, is the bottom line. Don't then say, don't bring up Jim Crow and World War II and all of these things to make your timeline fit your narrative. It's either all or nothing.
Jim Crow got to see them ass whoopings though.
He said she ain't getting banned. She deserves a ban. But I get it. I get it too. Like, because the people in that chat were eating it up. She said Michigan not a blue blood, and she might as well have said, whatever. But those people in that Ohio State chat loved it, and it was vile and disgusting.
Okay, what's new?
Ohio State fans is that they'll eat up anything negative about Michigan.
Yeah, they don't. They're so delusional, man. They're so delusional.
You have no clue.
They're just crazy, man. I'm at a point where I'm actually getting. I hate the color red now because of Ohio State fans. Like, when I see their takes on Buckeye boys and stuff, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Please, I'm done with the color red. I don't support any pro team with red. I'm done with it, man. That color red. It makes me want to vomit now. I'm sorry.
Shout out to S. Lloyd. He said, no interior defense whatsoever. This team is Mr. Softy's ice cream soft. Dusty May has work to do. Listen, I agree with that. And by the way, with a guy like Vlad Golden, with a guy like Wolf, these are big guys, should be rim protector type guys. And Michigan always finds themselves in this zone defense that isn't even good, by the way. And I think that's Dusty's biggest problem is the defense. The defense of Michigan is kind of non-existent at times.
You got to hire a defensive coach.
Yeah, and again, like I said today, only Vlad Golden came to play basketball. I think he was like 11 or 15, something like that, 20 plus points, but only 7 or 8 rebounds for a guy that size is unacceptable. He got killed on the glass by Illinois's guy who is smaller, much smaller, and had double-digit rebounds. That can't happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's sad to say that, but he did show up. I'll take that, and I really hope he goes to the NBA, Vlad. I do think he has potential to be a second rounder or undrafted, and I think an NBA team will pick him up. I feel he's a really good in scoring points and stuff as a big man, yeah, his rebounds. I guess I feel like a lot of the shots too that Illini took, they just like out rebounded, but a lot of it was not Vlad's fault. The ball would just go to the Illini player. I don't know. I just felt like that. But
Right.
I think that he's doing great, Vlad. I really love him as a transfer. One of the best transfers we've gotten in a while. So yeah,
For sure.
Yep.
No doubt about it. All right, gentlemen. We talked about. I obviously I'm not gonna give the TG lady more shine than she deserves. I told you what I had a problem with there, and all of that. But let's talk about some Michigan recruiting, man. Michigan
tough
recruiting.
Gout. You said TG. I mean, tough Gout.
Tough gal. Yo.
That Gout tough. No, I'm playing.
Nah, listen. Michigan recruiting is about to ignite. Let me say that. They did pick up a 4-star interior offensive lineman, Mr. Bear McWhorter. Shout out to Bear McWhorter. A guy who was crystal balled to Alabama.
His name is Bear.
Exactly. After famed Alabama head coach, Bear Bryant, right? It looked like a sure thing to Alabama, but Chiron Moore, Grant Newsome swoop in like a thief in the night. Sean McGee instill Bear McWhorter away from Alabama, right? A place that was basically his birthright to go to. How do we feel about that? Number one, and I think more than just being able to beat Alabama, stuff Alabama in the proverbial locker again, that it shows that Michigan can recruit anywhere in the country at this point, because they've got their NIL thing together, and we know that Michigan as a university can compete with anybody in the classroom that they're going to be, recruiting battles against. How do you guys feel?
I think it's great. I think it's about damn time. I think it was the worst thing. I think it's the worst thing to let the NIL come in because, like I said, these up north schools got the bag.
Right. The NIL thing I think was the most important, the last kind of hurdle for Michigan to get over in terms of recruiting. Chiron Moore has been the perfect coach for this specifically. He's really been a guy that ushered in this thing. I do think as much as Jim Harbaugh, was a proponent of, wealth sharing in terms of revenue sharing with the students, NIL specifically wasn't necessarily his thing. West Quad, am I off on that? Am I wrong? How you feel?
Oh, no. I was just here thinking the only thing that can hold us back now is ambitions, because I still think we eventually going to run into that problem with either basketball. Well, basketball more so than football, it feels like. But
right.
we still got that hurdle to cross. But other than that, I mean, it's looking good on both sides, man. Like basketball and football. I mean, and let's be honest, like that's the only two we really care about. As far as Michigan, we care about hockey a little bit.
Right.
We don't really care about baseball and the non-revenue sports.
Although the baseball team got off to like a hot start too.
They still hot right now.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna watch unless they make like Omaha.
Right. No, I absolutely.
Like I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna be checking Big Ten Network.
I'll feel you.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't do the non-revenue unless they in the ship. Then I watched softball when they was in the tournament. But Like I'm not gonna watch unless I'm just not gonna lie to y'all. It's basketball and football for me. It's really football. I'm glad basketball is back, but I'm still not on a must-watch basis with basketball yet. Maybe
Right.
when Trey McKinney get there, we'll become a must-watch basketball again. But
Yep.
right now,
And then
I'm
Donald,
watching. I'm just
yeah,
not. It ain't. I didn't even watch the game today at all. Like all I saw was
I
goddamn, we
fell
got ran out
asleep.
of the gym. I just had a
Wow.
bad feeling the whole time. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Black Hat, what are your thoughts? Is there any other hurdles for Michigan to cross in terms of recruiting?
I think admissions is the one thing because that's the only thing that's been hurting us. Is cost to
Yeah.
Sky. What's
Yeah.
the receiver from Connecticut? Sky.
Skylar Bell.
Bell.
Sky Bell. Yeah, we didn't get him because of admissions. We didn't get any of the Notre Dame kids because of admissions. I think it's really just we gotta work on our admissions. If we get
Right,
that
yeah.
down, the world's our oyster.
Right. Of course, there are people who think that the NCAA will be dropping the hammer on Michigan.
You mean that Fisher Price hammer?
Right.
Apparently it's in July. Apparently these Buckeyes like Melo and everyone think it's going to be in July. I don't know where the hell they got that from.
Right.
And
Well, they
just like I
got
was
they
talking-
got that from
Buckeye
Buckeye Scoop and
Yeah, definitely
and those,
Scoop. It has to be Scoop. Yeah.
those people, right?
Yeah.
But they've been calling for the hammer, and I feel like if you're an Ohio State fan, you kind of need that hammer to drop because of the success Michigan is having in the recruiting on the recruiting trail. And that was kind of Ohio State's last frontier, right? That was the last thing that they had over Michigan, is the fact that they could like recruit on a super elite level without having to necessarily worry about the Wolverines coming and taking recruits. Now, granted, Michigan would take a couple here and there, snatch a couple guys out of Ohio and stuff like that. But this was like their last little thing that they had that was their thing. And that's top level recruiting. And now that doesn't seem to be their thing anymore.
Yeah.
Did you watch that interview with Ward Manuel and Sam? And then Ward said, people come out with these stories and keep trying to publish it, but don't mean it's necessarily true or what they talking about.
For sure.
And he said, it kind of bothers them that people want to smear our school, but they know that people are really out here doing that. And then, like I keep telling people, the only ones that keep talking about the hammer are the Buckeyes, because nobody else in America, in the other 49 states, even care. And a lot of them in the 49 states that did the poll says, bruh, it's not science stealing because everybody's doing it.
Yeah. And not only that, well, it's the Buckeyes and Justin Spiro.
Yeah,
Jesus
don't
Christ.
forget about Forehead. Don't forget about
Dude,
Forehead.
these Buckeye School people are like all praising Spiro now, and Spiro's going under attack. They're like made like an alliance, and they're really Michigan State fans at this point.
That to me is the most disgusting because as a Michigan State fan, you are acting as if Ohio State doesn't crack you in the head every time y'all see you on the field.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
That's so pathetic, man. It's so pathetic.
It's Stockholm syndrome or something. Like
my boy Dom been that
disgusting.
Nah, bro.
I cannot wait when Justin Spiro has to deal with Johnny Olden. That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, is he going on the show?
I don't know. I just know because I heard him talking about that one time when he was on with the Buckeye boys.
Right.
That rant was
nasty
hilarious.
Work, bro. Nasty
what
work.
happened? What happened, Maze?
Spiro was on the
Buckeye Boys
podcast.
Yeah, he was.
And the next day I think Johnny put out a live, talking about it or whatever. It's nasty work.
Bro, they got that nasty little alliance. It's like wrestling, bro. It's like they like John Cena, bro.
John Cena.
John Cena. It's like John Cena,
man. Yeah.
That's nuts, bro.
It's like John Cena and The Rock, bro.
Yeah. What do you think about? I think we should try to get Spiro on the channel.
Oh yeah, we should 100%.
And dive into.
Hey, we about to fry this dude.
Dive into the mental of Justin Spiro, who on his Twitter does nothing but nonstop anti-Michigan propaganda. It's very, very gross, honestly. You would think somebody from the state of Michigan or roots for a team in the state of Michigan will have a little more respect for Big Bro. But this guy is off his rocker, bro.
It depends on the Michigan State fan.
Kinetic and Spiro debating would be it would be too funny. Like literally. Like I couldn't imagine. Kinetic would just make Spiro like blow up.
Well, we probably wouldn't be able to hear anything as they both be just trying to talk. Oh, shout out to Kinetic. By the way, did everybody get to see and vote on the all-time Michigan offense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I voted for you, Maze. So.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. I thought that I had the best team. No, but I did lose on the polls on Instagram. I think I lost the Instagram poll. My brother Maniac won the poll, and I was like, "Yo, if this was his defensive team, I feel a little better about it." But this offensive team, Elvis Gerbach at quarterback. Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, hey, look, I don't know about that one. Like, hey, look, I mean, that's like the beginning of me rooting for Michigan. Like, I barely can remember Elvis Gore. Like, I remember the throw with him and Desmond, but bro, I barely remember that shit, bro. Like, that was the infancy of my Michigan fanhood right there. So, I mean, he was decent, but we've had so many other quarterbacks since then. Like, bro, I damn near put Shea Patterson above it.
Hey, no. Like, hey, I will mute your mic, West Quad.
Like, I mean, I'm just not impressed.
Invoke the name of Shea Patterson on this channel.
Why you got two West Quads up here, though?
No, I'm just talking.
I don't know what happened to the first West Quad.
Fucking clone.
West Quad.
He sufficed, bro. But
there we go.
Yeah, let's be honest. Like, I mean, we thought we were getting Ole Miss 5-star Shea Patterson, and we were getting golfing buddy Shea Patterson. So,
bro,
that man loves some golf. So,
Shea Patterson was the most frustrating guy. I hated Shea Patterson.
Who didn't?
He was so frustrating, bro. And he was supposed to be, like you said, West Squad. He's supposed to be this former 5-star, this dude who, while at Ole Miss, was lighting up Alabama and all of the things, right? I was ecstatic to get him once we got him.
I think what we didn't realize was he wasn't bringing those receivers from Ole Miss.
Right. That's a fact. Didn't he have like AJ Brown? Oh, who was over there?
DK Metcalf and AJ Brown.
Yeah, they had some stuff,
both of them were. Both of them were.
Yeah, if we'd have brought them, then maybe things would have been a little different. But nah, I'm all the way out on Shea Patterson, bro.
No, I was just talking. Look, I'm not gonna put that on myself. That was jokes.
Elvis Gerbach 10 out of 10 times over Shea Patterson.
Like I said, look, if this is a golf course, then I'm picking Shea Patterson.
Facts. Nah, that's no lie about that, man.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be at the Michigan spring game. We are to this date, Michigan is still holding a spring game. They're still calling it a spring game, not a spring extravaganza or what is Ohio State
a spring fling?
Spring fling, nothing. It's a Michigan spring game. They won't be out there just running, skills and drills like Ohio State plans to do.
Ooh, two hands touching me,
bro.
Which, by the way, isn't their spring game already, just a joke of a thing with the touch football? And now, you just got people out here doing 40-yard dashes, I guess, is what they're going to do for the spring game.
Yeah.
It's
so you're going to be at the spring game.
It's going to be a pro day.
Yeah, man, it's gross. Black Hat Burks, are y'all planning to be at the spring game?
Yeah, I got my tickets, man, from Chicago to Ann Arbor. So yeah,
Let's do it.
I'm planning on going to Spokane, Washington, so I can see my sister.
You could have drove.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
lazy.
That's what's up. Have you been to Spokane before, Black Hat?
Oh yes, I have. I went to when my brother graduated high school.
Okay. Spokane, Washington. That sounds like I was in not Washington, but that Canadian West Coast Canadian,
British Columbia,
the Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Okay. Yeah. I was on the outskirts of Vancouver. In fact, where they had the Olympics, they did the downhill. My little resort was across from where they did the downhill. It's a beautiful place out there. The mountains and all that wilderness out there is nice, man.
Yeah, no, it's a nice city.
You in Spokane? You said Black Hat.
I actually live in Colorado. I live in Aurora, but my
beautiful
mother
place.
and father are out in Spokane.
Okay, so you not coming to the spring game?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
you're
not
gonna be
coming.
at Spokane.
Okay, that's what's up.
Shout out to my guy Troy. Troy, what's good, man?
What's up, man?
What's up? You gonna be at the spring game, Troy?
I am going to try my hardest to be there because I heard y'all giving away stuff.
Hey, listen,
Hey, that's
I
a true brother.
don't want you to be disappointed when you get there and get what we're giving away. So don't make the trek for that. But we are to the first 300 people.
Hey man,
Yeah.
you got me out here telling people if they show up, bro, they gonna get a gift.
Yeah, I mean it's not a lie. But by the way, they got to be one of the first 300. So if they 301, they out of luck. But you're gonna get something. Is as long as you weren't depending on whatever you get to get you back to where you came from.
Man,
It's
gonna
a
be out here
sticker.
giving out. He out here giving out grab bags.
Yeah.
With candy in it like at a birthday party.
Right. We giving out stickers and suckers.
Maize and
Yeah.
bubble gum.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, I plan on trying to be there right around the time that you can get in the free parking right next to the stadium. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold
I
y'all,
encourage
bro.
everyone to go just because this could be the last ever Michigan spring game. It's possible. I don't think it will be, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying?
The way things are going, yeah.
Bro, I'll be watching from the comfort of my couch. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I will be watching on TV for sure.
No doubt, man.
I'm showing up just because it's gonna be Bryce Underwood on display.
That's
Otherwise,
exactly
I'll
what
be
I
at
want
the
to see.
crib too.
I want to see Bryce Underwood for the first time in front of.
What you say?
What happened?
I heard you say my name, so I was just asking.
No, I was saying you are going to be at the spring game.
For sure.
Which by the way, that leaves 299 of our gifts for everybody else.
Yeah, because I'm taking 299 of them. You feel me?
No, it's not. But
You probably giving out free cozies or something, right?
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
I'm upset.
emergency.
It's not just any cozy, it's a I'm upset cozy.
Oh, that's what's up.
I heard Garrison is going.
Yeah, Garrison
Please
and
don't.
Bryce are planning to be there.
Yep.
We
on,
gonna stuff Garrison in a trash can or something.
Yeah, bro, we're going to put him behind it. We're going to put him
Hey,
behind the
please
price
get it on
center.
video.
Right. Nah,
Oh, yeah,
for
it
sure.
will be.
For sure. We're gonna put a Michigan shirt on him or something. He can't walk in there in no Ohio State garb.
And we're going to write Michigan across his face.
On his forehead, right.
Hey, look, I think I'm the only one that wants to see Jaden Davis in this game, bro.
I want to see him too.
I want to see him too, actually.
Okay, guys. Let's talk about this for a second. Everybody is talking about Mikey Keene being the possible starter. If anybody starts ahead of Bryce to start the season, why isn't Jaden Davis in that conversation?
because we're all disappointed that he didn't play last year, that he didn't want to play, that his family didn't want him to play last year.
Right.
Really?
Which I mean, like, bro, we don't have a quarterback. You the quarterback if you that guy.
You the quarterback.
I mean,
And he would have had excellent opportunity, man. Listen, all he had to
T.O. said, "It's my quarterback, man."
Listen, all Jaden Davis had to do was be able to competently throw the forward pass.
Right.
And he could have been the quarterback this year.
You didn't have to be great. You just had to be average.
Right. Yeah, man. That's kind of disappointing, man. Anybody, and I think, and after going back to watch the film, the All 22 film, I know a popular sentiment, a popular thing to say was that people weren't getting open, but Fred Moore was uncovering consistently last year.
Samaj was too.
Samaj, and they, by the way, and I hope the package for people like Samaj, like, let's stop those tunnel screens with other little dudes out there blocking for Samaj. All right, you can't throw a tunnel screen to Samaj with Fred Moore and Kendall. You know what I mean? Like out there doing the blocking, bro.
I agree totally.
So I think that has to change, and I'm sure it will, because Chip Lindsey is not.
Hey, Chip Lindsey's screen game is another game. A whole nother monster, bro.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. Shout out to Ty Early Wine. He said that was an embarrassing performance. Like Will said, look in the mirror, soul searching. We've played like dog for a while now, getting outplayed, outcoached, out toughed. Go Blue. Shout out to Ty for that. Yeah, go Blue.
Like Blind Fury said, we played like dog doo-doo.
Yo, Anthony Davis says, I'm going to say what nobody wants to say about the basketball team. This team is soft.
Just like Buckeye fans. Yeah.
That's ironic that Anthony Davis said that.
Hey.
I was about to say the same
Anthony
thing.
Davis commenting right now from his couch because he's
with his domino strain.
No. Shout out to Anthony Davis and this Anthony Davis too. We don't want to confuse him. But speaking of soft, let's get this off. I got to get this off at least once per show.
I said you soft, so what? What you gonna do? What? Don't no man call me soft. I hate that, all right? Wait, let me slow you down, cause I'm a man. I called you soft. First of all, now I don't like you swelling all up and all. What's all this swell up shit? What's that about? What you taking in all this air for, Claude? What you feeling, huh? What's on your mind, huh? What, you gonna put your chin up? Huh? That means something to me? Cause I said soft? Cause I said soft, so what? I said I spell it. S-O-F capital T. Soft. Huh? How you like that? What you gonna do, Claude?
Shout out to Eddie.
You come over here.
Have y'all watched the Chiron Moore interview?
Excellent interview.
Yeah.
I have not yet. Where I heard about it. Where is it at?
Excellent interview.
Brendan guy, right? That white the Penn State like tight end or former, was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yes, it's all over YouTube.
Yeah, and I advise everybody to watch that. Good interview, probably the best Chiron Moore interview to date. Be sure to check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Next up with Adam Brennan.
Brennan, that's the guy. Yeah.
Great
interview. What did you think about that, Black Hat? What did you take from it?
Oh, I loved it. It actually made me like double down on the fact that I'm because I was one of those guys when Chiron was going through it. I was like, I hope we keep him, man. Right, I know it's his first year, and I know he's going through it, but we went through a lot with Harbaugh, so he should get the same fair shake as Harbaugh did.
No doubt.
Like the Ohio State game just brought a lot of confidence, and then not only that, when the fight happened and he freaking was in the middle of it,
right?
Players up.
Right.
Then when he said that he was from a military family, it's like, okay, that makes a lot more sense how you handled it down there like that.
Yeah. Because we saw what the other guy did.
Oh yeah, well he was going through PTSD. He was reliving what happened.
Well, that man still don't know what happened. He's still trying to figure out what happened.
He's still trying to figure it out. Man.
That was so funny.
Crazy.
That was too funny.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to AD, our AD, who says, I like the AD joke, but to label me a suck guy, that's disrespectful. I'm a fan since 1989. No doubt, man. We just having some
I'm
fun
not
up here.
questioning your fan, but I
Of course.
just couldn't believe Anthony Davis had something to be saying about being soft.
Anthony Davis out there. Shout out to AD. Shout out to both ADs. Our AD and that AD.
All right.
So yeah, man. I'm a huge fan of that interview. I'm gonna go back and watch it again, try to dissect some things, take some things from it. Michigan guys also showing out at the combine. Really, Donovan Edwards showing out at the combine.
Shout out Donovan Edwards, man.
Yeah. A lot of people not participating. We get it. And that seems to be like the popular thing to do. I don't even know why it's a combine anymore at this point, but I guess, for those people like Donovan Edwards trying to improve their stock, it makes a lot of sense. Donovan ran a 4.45.
Hey, big homie.
4.45 40. He put up 23 bench press reps, which was the most by a running back. I'm getting used to these Wolverines doing something that is the most by their position group or period at the combine. How'd y'all feel about that?
Hey, Maze.
Yo.
Hey, Miles Hinton was killing it on the drills today for the O-line.
Oh, Miles
Hinton. I mean, killing it. But the Ohio State offensive lineman, that man was slow. I mean, slow. I said, dang, even a dude from Kansas State outdid him. I said, dang. That's why Mason Graham was having a field day. But like I was telling you, Maze, earlier or yesterday, that when them boys get up there on that podium, it's been like that for the last 3 years under the Jim Harbaugh and now the Chiron Moore. They praised the heck out of Michigan, like the development, and then the next players coming up. And I like that. That's a culture thing, and I don't think that's going nowhere no time soon.
Right. No doubt. What were you saying, Troy?
I thought that Donovan Edwards, how the announcer said that he slipped when he came out the gate. I thought he was going to run a faster time the second time.
Yeah,
and he ran the same thing. But
it's harder. It's hard to run faster the second time. I mean, a couple people have done it, but it is harder to do.
Yeah, that kid that I think from Texas that ran the faster time the second time.
Yeah,
he was blazing.
Right.
But as far as his bench reps, I thought he was going to get in the neighborhood of Quorum. I think Quorum tossed up 27 last year.
Yeah.
And I know he will be proud of my boy.
Oh yeah. That is crazy. I think, and I, just looking at it for face value, you would think Donovan's a little stronger than Blake. And maybe he is in certain areas, but yeah, you're right. Blake did put up more than that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Burks. I think he already bounced, but he was telling me he had to leave. Shout out to Burks. We're gonna get out of here in just a second. Actually, Spiro Buckeye Scoop. Should go do. That's a fact. Before we do though, anything else that y'all wanted? Any last second things y'all wanted to get off?
Yeah, I wanted to. I know they touched based on the Chiron Moore interview. What did y'all guys take out of that interview?
I thought that the Blake Bowers comment, it kind of shocked me because I guess I never knew
Brock Bowers.
We were to getting him.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't know where we were with that recruitment. So when he said that, I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the candidness that he showed was great, man. He was very honest about those things. You know what I mean? Because a lot of coaches probably wouldn't even have mentioned the guys that they, missed out on or upset about, right?
It was a great question.
Yeah, for sure. So that's mostly what I took from it is like his candidness during that interview. It was great.
I didn't see the interview yet, but I feel like this, bro. If it's a tight end within the last 10 or so years, we probably were in on them, bro.
Right.
I mean, you can safely assume that we were in on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You,
I just
you
didn't
know
know how
these.
close we were.
Yeah, we were very close.
Yeah. And if Michigan would have had Brock Bowers, bro,
Oh my goodness.
that
Right.
could have been crazy. With JJ?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my! And Colston.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been crazy.
What
Yeah.
I took from it is that, like I told Mays the other day, is that he didn't realize the difference between being an O line coach and being the CEO of the whole football program, and the adjustments that he had to make. And then the guy asked him, "How are you doing now?" He said, "I'm in a better place. I'm not in a greater place, but I'm in a better place to be able to manage it now." So, and we seeing that with the people he hired, the kids he got to retain, um, and the good job he did getting the head coach on short notice and retaining the guys, making all the calls, making sure they had their head was together. It took a lot to get, even through the 8-5 season. So I think that was I think he did a good job his first season. I know it was 8-5, but it was one of the best 8-5 seasons of all times. So yeah,
It might be the best 8-5 season ever, actually.
yeah, that's
Wins
what I'm
over
saying.
the
So
eventual national champion.
yeah,
Another win over Alabama. Yeah.
yep. So
Landon Bryce
and
Underwood.
Bro.
yep.
That's the most important of all of
Exactly. Yeah.
those.
And then you see how highly. So when they asked him the question about the quarterback situation, he said everybody gonna get a chance to compete. So that's it, because he wasn't gonna throw one or the other under the bus. So
Yeah.
I like that too. That's good coaching. And then he also touched on base that I'm not their friend. I got two daughters at home, and then we got 105 kids. So I got 107 kids that I gotta, look after. And I'm gonna get in their ass basically and let them know when you come to Michigan, you gotta grab your lunch pail. And I thought that was, that's good, bro. You coming here to work. When you come to Michigan, you come to work. Ain't nothing gonna be given to you. And I like that. A lot of schools don't do that. They give it to a person and be like, go out here and do what you got to do, because you just a 5 star.
Hmm.
But when you at Michigan, you gonna work for them 5 stars. So I like it. I like the direction that he's putting the program. I like that the staff he brought in and the kids that he got in the transfer portal, and the kids that he retaining again this year to stay with Michigan because of the culture and him as a coach. So I think that's we got a lot to look ahead to, and let's get it done.
No doubt.
I think
Um,
it. I think
go
it's
ahead, Troy.
left. I think it's yet to be seen how important Biff Poggi coming in to be the assistant head coach. How good that's going to be, but
Hmm.
I think it was a great move, and I think that will alleviate some of those mishaps that did happen last year. Sort of what Marmar was talking about. Um, I think that's putting them in a better place. You know,
Hmm
the somebody who has the experience of being the head coach of a program, uh, right there beside him. So, you know,
No doubt. Yeah, I agree with both of you guys. I think year two is going to be much improved from last year. The schedule is even, permitting. They do have that week 2 game against Oklahoma. They got to travel to Norman for that, but the schedule opens up for them afterwards, so it should be a good thing. Like Troy said, I want to get to this spring game. I'm most excited to see Bryce
hmm
Underwood play, and how he looks out there in his first, kind of dress rehearsal for Michigan. So all of that is important, and before we know it, man, it'll be August. So
Hey,
That's
as
how it
far as the
always
Oklahoma
go.
game, are we thinking that's probably gonna be a night game, huh?
Yeah,
if
it's
I'm
gonna be a night
Oklahoma,
game.
I definitely want that to be a night game.
Yeah.
And I don't think Fox is gonna be able to get that right.
Big noon.
ESPN gonna get that game.
Yeah, ESPN gonna have it. So
Because so if y'all paying attention between the TV contracts between the Big Ten and
yeah, we know
the
SEC
SEC,
got
so so
ESPN
if it's a night
or
game and
ESPN
it's
got
a
the
home
SEC.
game, for a home game for the SEC, and if a Big Ten team is playing it, it's gonna be on ESPN. Now, if it's a home game for the Big Ten,
Right.
CBS, NBC, or Fox are gonna get it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for rocking with us today. We will be back tomorrow. Me, Maniac, Kinetic back tomorrow. Eminem Mondays.
And
Be sure
Marmar.
to tune in. Sure, Marmar is gonna be there. Be sure
No, I'm
to
gonna
tune
be up
in
on the
7
panel.
p.m. 7 p.m. tomorrow. Tune in. Until next time, you know the slogan.
Pull
Stay
me
angry,
up
my
on the
friends.
panel